Hey, my Leos, how you guys doing? This is Cosmic Boogeyman. So I'm gonna be reading your timeline. Let's see what you guys get from for a energy read here. Let's yeah, let's see. The cards are jumping. Yeah, they're already jumping. Look at this. Ten of Pentacles. I wasn't even sure if I was ready to start yet, but I guess I am. That's a pretty good read. That's $1 million card. Just so you know, like that when I read cards, like that's the scratch ticket. That's the lottery ticket. And I'm not a big like lottery fan, just so you understand. But the Ten of Pentacles completion, that's the final card. Like that's it. Like that's money. That that's your generous. Like Leos are generous anyway, but that's your generosity just kicking off. Um, that's your leadership saying, "Hey, let's do this. Follow me. I have this." I know. Let's be honest. Leos are attention seeking. It could be from a lot of different things. So I'm kind of curious, when I'm reading cards, if I'm going to pop up the Sun or if I'm going to pop up the Strength card, because those are your cards that will show up here. But let's just read here. I'm going to go through. I'm going to read 21 cards, a base read, and this is my. I came up with this with my best friend and really my guides, because my best friend was sitting here and I used to read for him, and he was like, "Hey, I don't understand. I don't understand." And I used to do like a really intuitive read, and like this one time I came up with like there's these angel wings, and I'm like, "What? Like what is this?" I stood up, looked straight down the table, and I took a picture of it, and I still have it. But I could read the read. I was like, it made sense to me, and I had no idea I was reading this like angel wing reading. And it wasn't like I meant to read it. It wasn't like I was like, sorry, it wasn't like I was meant to come up with angel wings. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll make it into. I never meant to make it wings. But anyway, I was fascinated with it. But for someone I was reading, wouldn't be as fascinated. They were like, well, what is this? Yeah, that looks cool. So I came up with these readings, and like that would be ground zero. That's where the nuclear bomb goes off. But it's a good thing. It's like a really good thing. When we talk about nuclear bombs going off, people go, "Oh no," but that's a great bomb. Like when the bomb goes off, it's like gold goes everywhere. No one gets hurt. Everybody is wealthy. Like, oh, okay. Well, tell me more. So, and this is on the foundation. Like this is a cornerstone. And if you ever see like the old masons, the stone masons who built buildings, they put in the buildings, the old buildings, they'll put like a secret cornerstone, and they'll hide something in it. All right, here we go. Manifestation. This is not a manifestation per se, or this if this is a manifestation, it's somebody else's manifestation coming in for you. That could be a possibility. Somebody's manifesting you. It's focus, it's creativity. It's turning visions into reality. It's inspired action. Maybe this is a long-term thing. It's like it's taking this manifestation and growing it into this big term vision. Or maybe you're getting slowed down by something. That could also be. This manifestation just slowing. It's like the term quagmire? You ever heard the term quagmire? Maybe that's what's happening for you, Leo. Maybe that's what's actually going on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Because right here is the eight of swords. The eight of swords is like a slowdown. Like in long term, you're gonna have a house, you're gonna have a distance, you're gonna have this intuition, you're gonna have this intuition that you can never pull away. But I think what happens is you get anxious, you get antsy. Um, Maybe you sit there and your foot bounces. Maybe you sit there and you get anxious. Is that you? Do you have energy that you just can't get rid of? What about you? You're playful. You have that youthful energy that just don't. Maybe it's a sense of humor even. Um, but you maybe you're locking this up. Maybe this is what's going on. Let's keep going. There it is. I told you. That's why I called it out before we started. I actually said this. Roll it back. In your foundation, there you are, Leo. Right there. Offset from your center line is your strength. It is who you are at the very, very core. It's what you are at a very, very fine-tuned place. But it's your secret. You kind of hide. It's not like you walk around with this strength. It's not like you walk around with the ability to be like the number one version of a Leo. You kind of walk and talk. Maybe it's a father figure who influences this, and you don't talk about it. Maybe that's what's going on here. Um, Maybe that's what's actually happening. Maybe you're focused on your energy. Maybe you're focused on who you are. Maybe you're focused on being different from this father figure. That's a possibility. Maybe this father figure adjusted your outlook. That's a secret. It's not a tower moment. The tower moments are well in place. All right, let's keep going here. The outcome is strong. There's 11 pentacles here, but it's coming back in from the future. It's your future self saying, hey, pay attention, watch this. Be careful. Give time to yourself, is what I keep getting here. Focus on you. Focus on you. You have to do you time. You can't be always focused on one thing and one thing only. If you do that, you're going to burn out fast. A star is beautiful, but if a star is only doing that one thing and just being a star, and I'm talking about the star out in the universe, if that star is only burning brightly to be a star, then that's its only job. But imagine a star like that has a secondary purpose that's also a sun, that's pulling gravity around and creating this amazing planetary atmosphere and then creating life. That's an amazing star. That's a star. Look at that. That's divinely influenced. So I feel like you created this amazing abundance. Maybe you're growing a career, maybe you're pivoting your life. And there's an indecision that came in before and you're like, and then once you found this decision or found this choice, because I don't feel like it's not love. It's almost like a divine path. I don't find that to be the case. Yeah, Empress. Here we go. This is fire energy. Um, so typically when I find the Empress popping in here, the Empress would be the a Libra. Could be Libra. Could be it's typically Libra, but the Empress for me would be it's about you finding your own way. But March is the typical month when we're hitting that center line, we're hitting the conduit, which the conduit's here, and this is where I was talking with my friend. So I could actually lay this out and say, hey, the universe is bringing this challenge to you, saying, hey, by March, this is going to hit, and it's going to bring this to you and say, hey, do you want this or not want this? It's laying this on the table. The universe is saying, this is what's being offered to you. Do you want it or not want it? But no. Do you want this or not want it? We're about to hit the heart of the problem, the heart of your situation, the heart of what you want. And most people walk away from this like, hey, I'm getting a PhD. Great, awesome. I'm dropping out. But why? It's not for us to decide. It's for you to decide. What is that? What is that choice? Maybe it's about commitment, long-term commitment. Maybe marriage. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe April brings you a different choice. March is your time to self-reflect. Look at what you want. What do you need from this? What is it you want to have happen? The abundance is in there. That's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio card, just so you know. Feminine, looking, touching, getting connected to your feminine side. The Queen of Cups in general, for us, I would like to give it it's a nurturing self-reliance. But when it falls on top of this, it's gonna come in this line, this conduit here, or this smaller conduit. But what it's telling us is that the Leo has to be nurturing, self-nurturing, looking at their pursing, their healing, their supportive self. Look at yourself. What are you doing for self-care? Okay? And that's what it is. I think maybe you're being sneaky. You're kind of trying to say, "Hey, I'm giving myself self-care," but are you really? Is staying up late, eating snacks, is that self-care? Is that what that self-care is? Is kind of hanging out with a bunch of friends late on the weekend? Is that self-care? What about going to a spa or taking time to finish reading that book you've been meaning to finish? Is that self-care? What is self-care to you? What do you look at self-care? How do you look at self-care? What is that? What is self-care to you? Eh, having a lover come in is not self-care. Having a new job is not self-care. Getting a check for $20,000 is not self-care. That's somebody being dependent on giving you something because they're going to be dependent on giving you this. Then you're going to have to be respected to give them back something. That's the secret here. The moon. I have not ever had this, but your secret, the secret is in this King of Wands. The King of Wands is is the leader, is the bold leader, the power, the charmer, the courage, the courageous one. And I think they're on your cornerstone, which means they're the ones who, at the opposite side of your cornerstone, at your emotional base, they're the ones who drive you, lead you. They're the stability. They're the ones who have a. It seems like their energy gets sapped. That's what happens with the lizard. The lizard is the. I think of it almost like not a poisonous lizard, but almost like it can come in. Uh, I'm trying to think of the lizard type, but that if they touch the lizard, it almost like it can take energy from them. It's like zaps them, like it takes almost emotional energy out of them. It can knock them out for weeks. I feel like this lizard comes in out of nowhere because they're not expecting this. And that's what happens. And I feel like there's a choice of choices coming. And I think the universe is saying, hey, the choice is very clear to you, but you have all these other choices and you have this ADHD and you're like, whoa, 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 look at all these cool choices. And what happens is when you get limited to one choice, you go, but what about all those other choices? And it's not about the other choices. It's about the universe gave you one choice in the very beginning to commit to. And this April coming up, it's a very happy choice. March is going to give you signs of it, and you're probably starting to see it coming into February. And you're going to start to see really, really strong glimpses of this coming in. You're fighting the idea of getting rid of these false choices, the false reality. You have this playful energy like, oh, this would be cool if I could get this, and this. But reality is that that's not true. You cannot do that. That's not happening. You've been spending time working. That's that's what's always going to happen. But are you really working, or are you connecting to other souls? I know it sounds odd, but there's no indecision to what you're doing. This deep connection that you're doing, you're providing. Um, I feel like this is like a soul electrical socket because you're connecting to what other people cannot quite see. They fight the reality of what you're doing. It's the justice in this. I feel like people come to you when they finally have retreated, and then when they retreated, they come to you and they get one word answers or 3 to 5 word or sentences, and they say, "Hey, can you give me? This happened to me," and then I'm asking for advice, and you give it to them in a perspective that they've never expected. And when you do that, they leave you and they go on to a different person, and they realize you have given them such profound advice. They pivot and realize they have to decide what they're going to do. They realize they have been hurt and they've been hiding that pain because you're the self nurturer. But like I said, you don't really take care of yourself, you take care of others. And why is that? What is the reason? What is the reason that you focus on others? Is it the loyalty? Is that playful energy? Is it the attention seekingness? Is it the generosity of you? And imagine using that attention seeking energy to connect to others. Are you looking to get the attention from others by being so nice and to give them such that deep attention, or are you trying to connect them to the divine through you, like you're the actual conduit? That's why I'm losing connection. I'm trying to find you here because there's a sneakiness in not only the conduit but in your foundation. It's like you're the connection. Um, and there's a lot of signs of cups here. There's a 2 of cups here. There's a cup here. There's cups here, and there's the cup here, which tells me that you have the ability to give abundance across multiple channels. You are. I don't see a baby, but this would be a proposal, offer, a new connection. But you give proposals or new connections right on top of pain, and I don't want to say it's trauma bonding, but you definitely understand when there's justice has to be delivered. You're like, I will deliver it. You want me to talk to them? I'll talk to them. But you do it in such a fair way. You say, well, let me handle that for you. Let me grab the secondary deck. I haven't done this in a little while, but I'm going to do this for you, Leo, because I just want to get clarification on this. And I'm going to pull from the mid deck. What I mean by that is I'm going to shuffle. What I'll be doing is I'll be shuffling, and then when I grab a card, I'll open the deck up and pull like this. And I'll just throw a card down like that. So you can see this passion here. You're like, oh, let me go talk to them. And when you come at them, You come at the other person, or you come at even you come at that person who's blocking and say, "Let me talk to you for a second." And you go bang and hit them. You hit them with knowledge at a level they can't expect. You go, "Let's sit down and talk." And you say, like I said, a one word answer or a 3 to 5 word sentence, and you say, "Hey, have you considered?" They go, "Oh yeah, yeah," and they'll leave. And you know you haven't offended them, but when you're in the conversation, you bring something at a level that they can never even fathom. You're an old soul, is what I'm getting. See, you're like, put away the burdens. Why are you carrying that? It's past life. You're bringing a past life. You're bringing it in, saying, and they want more. They realize that the universe has brought you to this person. The universe has brought you in, and I'm going to say by November, or you've seen a market improvement in your ability to connect as you've gotten older. The years have gone on. You realize that you have this ability to bring justice to where people have lost that. Look at this: 1, 2, 3 moons. So you are this is like the only reason I would say that this has something to do with it. It would say that there's a Pisces playing a big part in this role. In your role is a possibility, and that Pisces could be connecting to this Empress. That's the only other thing I could say. But I don't see it crossing over here. But we'll see here in just a moment. But that is a Pisces card as well. Divine communication. Divine communication coming in. And that is a possibility. There is divine communication coming in, but you are pulling out all the aces. And we're pulling from a secondary deck. And if you haven't subscribed to me, now do it, because I'm using 4 tarot decks here. So let's keep going. The Death card, that's Scorpio. So you're willing to end communication, or you're willing to move on from whatever the past was serving you, to move on to something bigger and better, to find it yourself. And that's ground zero. You're willing to say, hey, I'm going to sacrifice what I am. And all these moon cards are basically endings, or unseen problems, or voluntary changes, or trust your intuition, or your intuition is very, very deep. But we don't see the intuition card. We're not seeing that High Priestess, which is very ironic. But that moon card, that's why I'm holding back. But what you do see here, and what is prominent, is the Death card, which is holding onto those tower moments. Okay? And you can see the 2 tower moments right there, and you can see the 2 tower moments right here. So that's coming in, the conduit. Remember what I said in the beginning here? I said a few minutes ago, I said this moon card jumps. It jumps to your foundation. So this death card is coming down. It's almost like a death happened, or you understand death. You understand what the purpose of death is. So people come to you and say, hey, can you help me? Leo, what do you understand about this? Hey, I lost my mother, I lost my mother-in-law, I lost my father, I lost my friend. And you can actually break it down to them. The older you get, you're going to be connecting to the other side even. I think that's what it is. See, there's the devil. But you understand that death is not the ending. It's just almost like a transition to a different place. Yeah, see, look, there's a brand new start. The Fool is back. The Fool is back. So when we're talking about the Fool on top of a manifestation, that's fresh hope. That's taking chances on a new start. That's actually on top of the divine. That's on top of the Temperance, which is balance. You're saying, hey, look, that's not the ending. Don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a positive. They're disconnected from that body that was holding them. You don't look at it as a sneaky change. That ground zero, maybe you're dealing with an ending, a permanent ending. Something happened to somebody. Maybe someone died, unfortunately. Maybe someone passed away. So right now, what I'm going to do to get the next conduit, just to get a clarification of what they're trying to tell us here, because even I'm kind of like questioning what this is, but I'm feeling like there's a death here, or there's somebody moved on. But Leo, what you're figuring or you're feeling is you're realizing your intuition has gone deep. You're getting really, really deep, Leo. You're connecting to something deeper. Um, and maybe you're getting connected to deeper signs. There's your connection. That's your $1 million right there. Leo to Leo, $1 million. You're realizing you have to connect to something deeper to yourself. But you have to be playful. If you're not playful and you're not looking into it, you're not dealing with yourself on another level, then what can you do, right? You have to be curious. You have to follow the truth. You have to be honest, okay? There's the intuition, our first intuition card. So that's what it is you're not going to burn your intuition. You're not going to waste your intuition. It's like a runner going on a marathon saying, well, let me, I got to run a couple, what's that, 26 miles? Is it 26 miles on a marathon? And I'm going to run, I'm going to take a 5 mile run in the morning. You're not going to waste your intuition on something frivolous. But if it's something that can help someone get over a death, if it's something that can help someone rebuild their life, then yeah, I'll do it. If someone's saying, hey, can you help me? Then you're like, I will. I think that's the difference. And that's where these page of wands comes in. That's where these pages are coming in because you're saying, I'll send messages out, but I'm not going to waste my communication on something frivolous. Past life, yeah. If you're trying to find the truth, yeah, I'll connect you. Leo, I think you have this deep, really strong passion. I think you have this determined energy. You have this playful energy, but you have this determined and optimistic energy. Like, I'll connect you. I'll build you back up because you're generous. But a page of wands in general is just going to connect you to something that's going to be an active, creative new project. It's going to connect you to that building energy. And I think for you, it's starting over. It's this Empress energy. It's this building over. See, it's that racing in, trying to get to that $1 million. You're the one. See? Yeah, this is just confirmation. Something could be dead. But the star comes in and starts it all over. It just reiterates what's going on. I feel like and this is why I kind of end the readings like this, because once I start getting the same cards in the same positions, at the center line here, it's either death or being playful, moving on, taking off the proverbial blindfold, as it would be called, or the veil to the other side, finding justice, finding out the secrets, finding out passion. Why do you not love the way you should love? What is it, Leo? What is it that holds you back? Why do you not pursue what you should pursue? What is it that holds you, I don't want to say accountable because that doesn't sound correct, but what is it that holds you susceptible to pain? Okay. What you need to do is you need to find yourself. You have a lot of players in here, a lot of movement, a lot of reality. But what I don't see is the Lovers card. We pulled from 4 tarot decks. We don't have the Lovers in here. I don't think you give your energy to love. I don't think that's what it is. You give your energy to the divine. You give your energy to connecting, to secrets. You give your energy to the truth. You give your energy to not making a decision, but more like finding your way financially. You have money. There's no doubt you have money. Your strength is there, and you put your strength behind your money. You hide how much money you probably have, and there's something with a father figure that plays a prominent role, but you separate yourself from this father figure. But you look at yourself as a young version of the father figure, and it's past life driven. It's there, and you can actually see right here it's past life driven. But you commit yourself to that. I like it. I definitely like what I'm seeing. Leo, what I would have to ask you is, are you raising your vibration? Is that what it is? Is you trying to raise your vibration, or are you trying to find love? What is it you're trying to do with this? Because you're very much on a journey, and I can see the journey's happening. But what is it you actually want? Because you stopped blocking. You can see that. Whoop. Oh yeah, look at this tower moment. That's pretty interesting. I didn't mean to knock the deck over. But there's like a tower moment in hiding. I wonder what the tower moment is. But the fact that it's over money, I wonder if this is some money problems coming in, or you're worried that there's money coming in, and that's why as soon as you stop blocking, there's a tower moment. But you're the one that, like, you are the choice. The communication's there, the offer is there. You're the choice. It's fast moving. I think you just have to give up on that energy that you're fighting. Let yourself fall into this change and let yourself be the Leo that you're supposed to be. Okay? You got to where you are by being this person, right? By just existing and following your heart and your soul, then do that. All right, Leo. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch me on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and let me know what you think. Share the channel. It's growing fast. I appreciate you all. And check out my shorts. Those are also pretty good too. All right, I'll talk to you very soon, and let's see what you guys think. All right, be safe.